Unafraid Show, Reister or Wrong. It's your boy, George Reister, here today. Bringing the truth, the way, and the light, man. Bringing that heat. Unafraid Show. We have unafraid conversations. We talk about everything that matters to us. Matters most to us. Where the truth, the power is in the truth. And where you can save your tears, man. Don't come around here crying. Tough conversations go on around here. That's just a fact. Got a bunch of great things up for you guys today. As always, make sure you swipe up whatever platform you're watching it on. Share the feed. Tell a friend about the Unafraid Show, how entertaining it is, and how we talk about the things that matter to us. Also, if you have any questions, comments, anything like that, send them to unafraidshow@gmail.com. We'll get to them. The website is almost done. I am so excited. And thank you guys so much for being an integral part of making all this stuff happen. I appreciate it. We're doing big things. Got a bunch of great things up for you guys today. First of all, Russell Westbrook, Mitt Romney, big deal. Number one, the Utah Jazz actually won the game 4. It was not Russell Westbrook. It wasn't Rubio. It wasn't Donovan Mitchell. Wasn't any of those people. It was the fans. And I'm going to tell you why and how that happened. Number 2, Mitt Romney. I hate Mitt Romney's troll of Russell Westbrook. I hate it. I could not hate it anymore. It's absolutely outrageous and it's disgusting. I hate it. Number 3, Amazon wants to leave packages in your car. Oh my God, I don't know what's worse, this or Madison Square Garden using facial recognition software for marketing. Why you should be outraged and upset about this. Number 4, the most exciting NFL draft in years. I'm going to talk to you guys about that. And last thing up, the Cavs are losing. I'm telling you why the Cavs are going to lose. But first thing up, Mitt Romney. I'm going to tell you about Mitt Romney. He trolled Russell Westbrook last night. And it was during game 4 of the Utah Jazz Thunder. And I didn't like it. I hated it. So to understand why this is such a big deal, you got to go back to the beginning just a little bit. And that's where the Thunder are now down 3-1 in the series. And to go back to game 3, the Utah Jazz fans, they did something amazing and they won game 4. What they did is Ricky Rubio had a really good game. I mean, if you compare his stat line to like if you put his stat line on Damian Lillard, Drew Holiday, who's been balling, Russell Westbrook, Chris Paul, any of these other top point guards, you're going to look at it and you're going to be like, okay, nothing special. But it was Ricky Rubio. So it was special. The crowd starts chanting his name. All of this stuff. And you know what that did to Russell Westbrook? Oh my God. Do you realize how angry that this made Russell Westbrook? I mean, he couldn't even see straight. And you know what that caused? That caused Russell Westbrook to do the complete opposite of what he should be doing. He managed to find a way to guard Ricky Rubio 94 feet, the entire length of the floor. I mean, he's in the press conference. Oh, I'm going to shut this shit down. I'm going to shut that down. No, man. You got to win the game. Russell Westbrook got hit with the banana in the tailpipe. And I'm going to tell you this. There is no other player in the NBA besides maybe like Kelly Oubre who judo works on better than Russell Westbrook. No other player. If you get him to be emotional, he forgot about his team. He got 3 fouls in the first quarter. Coach started doing retarded stuff, bad things, leaving him in the game with 3 fouls in the first quarter. I mean, like everything went to hell because Russell Westbrook got in his feelings about the Utah crowd. That's how the crowd won game 4. Russell Westbrook forgot about everything. And then here comes the Mitt Romney troll. In the second quarter, when Russell Westbrook picked up his 4th foul. Russell Westbrook picked up his 4th foul in the second quarter. Fans excited. Everybody's happy. And then Mitt Romney does this. He does this. Puts up the four fingers. Oh, you got four, buddy. I'm just letting you know. I'm going to tell you why I hated it. Anybody who watches Unafraid Show regularly knows I am here for trolls. I like the troll. It's fun to watch, especially when people fall for the trap. But I hated this. I absolutely hated that Mitt Romney did this. I didn't like anything about it. Has nothing to do with a black-white issue. Probably has nothing to do with anything that you probably initially thought. Here is the problem. Mitt Romney is wearing a jersey on top of business attire, on top of a dress shirt. Under no circumstances does any real fan wear a jersey on top of a dress shirt. That completely disqualifies your basketball acumen, your basketball opinion, any of that. You can wear dress clothes to the game. You might have been going there from work, for business, depending on where you are. You might need to be dressed up. Okay, I get it. But now with the jersey on top. And then I'm like, he's wearing a Rodney Hood jersey. Rodney Hood plays for the Cavaliers. Then I realized, Mitt Romney is just wearing his sports outfit. I'm sorry, his sports costume. He's wearing his sports costume. That's what he's wearing. He's wearing his sports costume to the game. Because no real sports fan would do this. And you know this. Here's what I know for a fact. Mitt Romney, after he put up those four fingers and then did his little stupid face. You know what he did? That guy sitting right next to him, that guy right there. He looked over at him and he said, "Hey, yo, do they get 4 fouls or do they get 5 fouls or do they get 6 in the NBA? Do they get 5 or do they get 6? 6? Oh, okay, cool. He's still almost out." That's what Mitt Romney did. Because listen, I don't know Mitt Romney from Adam. I know that he's been the governor of New Hampshire. I know that he's trying to be the U.S. senator in one of the U.S. senators in Utah. I know that about him. I don't know how much he watches sports, how much he pays attention to sports, but I watch and follow clues in life. And if you wear a jersey of a dude who doesn't play on the team, it's not like Rodney Hood. It's not like that's like John Stockton or Karl Malone's jersey, like a Utah great. No, he's wearing Rodney Hood's jersey on top of a dress shirt. Man, get out of here. Get out of here, Mitt Romney. I am not here for your troll because there's no way that you can be an educated basketball fan and have that outfit on. I just refuse to believe it. I mean, I know we're not supposed to judge a book by its cover. We're not supposed to judge people for what they have on, what they're wearing, all this stuff. But I'm going to tell you, I don't trust Mitt Romney's judgment. I don't trust anything that he's talking about right now because he's got this damn jersey on top of a dress shirt. Nope, I'm out. But to go into the series a little bit more, how the Utah Jazz fans, they won Game 4. By trolling Russell Westbrook and getting him completely out of his rhythm, getting him completely out of his game, all of that. Here is the interesting part about the whole series is this. That's the whole confusing thing for everybody in their mind. The confusing part is that the Thunder have playoff Paul George, Carmelo Anthony, Steven Adams, and Westbrook, and actually really good, decent role players. They got Patterson, a bunch of other guys, better than last year. And you got Donovan Mitchell, who's a rookie, Ricky Rubio, who's an average point guard, and a high school math teacher looking guy in Ingles beating you up. That's who you're losing a fight to. You got 75, $80 million worth of players losing to some dudes. Donovan Mitchell wasn't, nobody was acting like he was Jason Tatum, Lonzo Ball, Markelle Fultz, Josh Jackson in the last draft. No, he was an afterthought. Nobody thought he was going to beat this out of Louisville. Nobody. But guess what? He is. And that's who they're losing to. And then that got me to thinking about the future of the Oklahoma City Thunder and Russell Westbrook. Because Russell signed, $200 and some odd million extension in the offseason, hoping to keep Carmelo there, hoping to keep Paul George there. And Paul George is actually playing well in the playoffs. The other two dudes, especially Melo, doing nothing. And then they got me looking at Melo's contract. And I'm like, hold up. Carmelo Anthony is scheduled to make $27.9 million next year. But it's an option. Team option, ain't no way in hell they would pick it up. But it's a player option. And there is after thinking about it, I was like, I know that Carmelo, his legacy is important to him. He's trying to justify, having Olympic medals versus NBA championships, all of this. He wants an NBA championship. He knows he won't be able to win it in Oklahoma City because Paul George is out of there. There's no way he's staying. He didn't sign up. He could have stayed in Indiana for this. Then I was like, okay, so will Carmelo Anthony opt out of $28 million? Hell no. There's a 0% chance. Because, number one, his pride will not let him coming off the bench. Like when you... like Dwayne Wade has done, take a massive pay cut, not happening. Go play for $3, $4, $5 million, or like David West, go play for $1 million, not happening, buddy. Not happening for Melo. He'd rather go play in China than do that. And then because people who love Melo, they love Melo. I mean, they are like Melo stans. They love Melo. People who defend Melo, they will defend Melo till the cows come home. But here's the thing about Carmelo Anthony. I have to be honest. I think he's a fabulous player, really good player. But here's the thing, is that he's going to be a surefire Hall of Famer. But I ask you this question. If this were Major League Baseball or the NFL, wouldn't it be questionable if Melo was going to get in the Hall of Fame? Wouldn't it be questionable? Hasn't been to the finals. Went to the Western Conference Finals, once? I mean, Charles Barkley at least got to the championship with Phoenix. I mean, come on. I mean, really investigate that and think about that. Because the Major League Baseball's Hall of Fame is super hard to get into, and so is the NFL's. And I'm going to equate him to a guy. I know the Carmelo Anthony fans are going to be super upset about this, but I'm going to tell you who Carmelo Anthony is in terms of other professional sports. Carmelo Anthony is Chad Johnson. That's who Carmelo is. Carmelo is Chad Johnson. Really good player, nice numbers, nice stats, really tough to cover, one of the best when he was in his prime. But when you stack it all up, he's not one of the all-time greats. Same way with Carmelo, man. And I'm sorry, and it's unfortunate, but reality is the NBA Hall of Fame is easier to get into. Grant Hill just got in. I told people to shut up about Grant Hill getting in the Hall of Fame, people who were hating on him. Because the reality is the numbers and the way you look at it is different in the NBA. We're looking at probably 20. I mean, people are going to be trying to throw, hell, Ricky Rubio in the Hall of Fame if he wins the championship. Oh, yeah, he's one of the greats. Yeah, no. Damian Lillard in the Hall of Fame. Oh, yeah, he's one of the greats. He ain't really done much yet. He hadn't really done much yet, in terms of being an all-time great. I'm telling y'all got to really buy into this, man. I'm trying to speak the truth, the way, and the light to you on the Unafraid Show. George Reister here. Don't forget, if you have any questions, comments, send them into unafraidshow@gmail.com. And also, tell a friend about the Unafraid Show. Tell them about it. Don't just keep this greatness to yourself. Amazon. Amazon is on the hit list today because of Amazon Key. What hit list are they on? They're on my hit list. Because I can't find any good reason that any sane person who really values their safety to be buying Amazon Key and to letting not only Amazon drop things off into your house. Amazon is now proposing, well, not even just proposing, because in 37 cities, it's going to be working soon. 37 cities, they will be able to, if you allow them to, if you own a General Motors car, so that's like Chevy, GM, whole bunch of other brands, or Volvo, they will be able to remotely unlock your car and put packages inside and act like it's an Amazon locker. You can put them in your trunk, put them in the back seat, wherever. What? So people are allowing Amazon in their house, in their car, all of these things. And this is what confuses me. Because I'm going to take it back to gun control for a second. We want, as Americans, I'm talking about we as Americans. I know a lot of people don't agree with this, but Americans, a lot of people in favor of the arming teachers, more guns equals more safety, all of these things. So why in the hell are you going to allow people in your car, in your house? What? Like random people. Have you seen what the Amazon delivery man looks like? Okay. I have a mailman who comes to my house. I know the UPS driver, like by face, like I could pick him out in the lineup. I know how many kids he has. I know my UPS man. I know my mailman. I even know the FedEx guy who comes. Here's who I don't know, because it's never the same person, the Amazon man. Amazon delivers 5 billion packages a year. Last year, at least they did. They drop off packages in rented vans, regular cars. They have like a crossing guard vests on. And I'm sitting there like, how well could Amazon really be vetting these people to let them in your house or in your car? I mean, to me, it really just comes down to a personal safety issue, because there's no way that they could be doing that many damn background checks that people are that you're going to feel safe. No way. No way, man. I mean, I've just talked about a couple weeks ago where Madison Square Garden is now using facial recognition software to identify, for marketing purposes. When you walk into Madison Square Garden, they know your face. They're taking pictures, looking you up, all of this stuff, the way they can better market to you. And you guys sit up here and yeah, but you're going to let the Amazon delivery guy in your house. What happened to the drones? What happened to the drones? Let it fly in, drop it off in my backyard or something. What happened to the drone? I be in on the drone. I'm out on the Amazon Key. I don't even listen. I have a car, a truck, and on the truck it has a code on the door. I can put the code in, unlock the door, unlock all the doors, all of that. I don't even like telling people my code. I mean, really, really consider this. I've got baby mama. I wouldn't even give my baby mama the code to get in my car, let alone the Amazon man. Come on, man. I wouldn't give it to either one of them. So I definitely wouldn't give it to the damn Amazon man. No way, Jose. Not happening. Not happening at all. And you are a crazy fool if you fall for this. I mean, we are literally entering the Minority Report and people are ignoring it. You might not have any choice, but at least you can put up a fight and fight back. At least put up a fight, because this is ridiculous. Another thing up that is going to be the gift that keeps on giving is the NFL 2018 draft. I could not be more excited for this draft. Oh, why? Because you want to see where Josh Rosen, Sam Darnold goes? You want to see what happens with Lamar Jackson? Nope. That's not why. The real thing I'm excited about this NFL draft is going to be the gift that keeps on giving. Because people have taken harder lines and harder stances than I've ever seen in a draft. Everybody knows how I feel about Josh Allen. I think if he's a top 5 pick, he's a bust. If he's got to play in the first 2 years, he'll be a bust. He's inaccurate. All of these things. Everybody knows how I feel about Josh Allen. No reason he should be drafted in the first round. It just doesn't make any sense if you want to keep your job. People say, oh, Lamar Jackson, his athleticism, how will he turn out? Here's the thing is, somebody's going to be right and somebody's going to be wrong. When it comes to Josh Rosen, Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Saquon Barkley, and Bradley Chubb. Somebody's going to be wrong. I mean, really consider that. And guess what? And probably more than one person is going to be wrong. Because this is not the 1983 draft where you got Elway, Kelly, Dickerson, Marino. This is not that. This is not that. Come on, man. Somebody's going to screw this up. And we're going to be able to talk about it forever. Forever. That's how long we're going to be able to talk about it. The 2018 draft is going to keep on giving. It's going to give us some this season. It's going to give us some next season. Fans are going to be upset about this for decades. Man, do you remember when we passed up on Josh Rosen and we drafted Josh Allen? The Cleveland Browns are the number 1 team that is going to keep on giving. Because if they're right with their number 1 and number 4 picks, it will keep on giving. And people will be like, oh my God, it's a genius. They've switched things up. They're actually winners now. All of this. Or they can screw it up drafting 2 quarterbacks. Or drafting the wrong people. And it will continue to give because cold takes exposed, old player tweets, everybody, all these other Twitter handles that go in on this stuff where people screw up predictions. Oh my God. They're going to be all in on this. They are going to be all in on this draft because 5 years from now, they'll still be talking about it. I mean, think about this. I remember when I was working at FS1, I was doing a college football show with Clay Travis. And I remember we were sitting in one of the production meetings. And somebody said, oh, man, it's the 5-year anniversary of the tweet where the guy said that it's the 5-year anniversary of the tweet where the guy said that Boogie Cousins, DeMarcus Cousins, was going to be arrested, guaranteed for sure, within 5 years of being in the NFL. So it was of the NBA. It was a 5-year anniversary of that. And I blurted out into me, and I was like, oh my God, yeah, that dude's an idiot. And it was Clay Travis. And he was sitting right in the room, and I thought it was hilarious. So that's what's going to happen surrounding this 2018 draft. Somebody's going to be an idiot and somebody's going to be a genius. That's why I'm so excited about it. The Browns have 2 chances at redemption. They got chances to screw up. The Giants have too many options. Should they trade down? Should they draft a guard from Notre Dame? Should they pick a quarterback, pick Saquon Barkley? What do? The Jets, Broncos, and even the Colts got decisions to make. Because I'll tell you this, if I'm the Colts, I'm not sold on Andrew Luck right now. I mean, really. The dude hasn't played in a year and a half. Almost a year and 3 quarters. And you're going to sit up here and tell me that you think that he's back until he plays a game? Nope. I guarantee that there is some discussion about, is Jacoby Brissett potentially a franchise quarterback, or do we need to draft one? I'm telling you, Colts fans, you better watch out because it can definitely damn happen to you. Next thing up, the Cavaliers. I've been on the Cleveland Cavaliers all year, and the Pacers blew game 4. Series tied 2-2, and I still believe the Cavs are going to lose. I still do. I can't find any, there's no evidence besides the Pacers screwing it up like they screwed up the end of game 4, the last 2 minutes and 50 seconds after they took the lead, that they would lose this series. That's the only way the Pacers lose this series, is if they screw it up. And the man who's actually been playing really well, Lance Stevenson. And I like Lance because I'm here for the troll. I love it. I don't know why in life there are a few things more fun than watching somebody bother somebody else. I don't know why, dude. Because Lance Stevenson, this dude is like the Tom Green of basketball. You know how, you guys remember the Tom Green show where he used to bother his parents, play all type of pranks and tricks on them, all that stuff? That's who Lance Stevenson is. Blows in LeBron's ear. I mean, like, he's got LeBron that close to snapping. If it were Russell Westbrook, if he did this to Russell Westbrook would fight him, be kicked out of the series because he's a judo guy. Falls for the judo. LeBron, though, Jedi master mentally. In terms of people trolling him in the league. Not always a Jedi master out of it, but, you know, that's a big win there. But the Cavs, though, been saying it for a long time. People didn't want to believe. They didn't want to admit what the problem is. Yes, there's an issue with LeBron, how he plays basketball, all of that. Because he's playing too many minutes, he's tired at the end of the game, all of these things. Demands in the game, plays the way he wants to play. Here's the biggest problem with the Cavs. Coaching. Tyronn Lue is not a top-tier NBA coach. He might not even be a top 20 NBA coach. I mean, like, imagine if LeBron was coached by Brad Stevens, Steve Kerr, Greg Popovich, Quinn Snyder in Utah. Any of those dudes. Imagine how good the Cavs could actually be. Because, LeBron's role players around him. Why do they all play better when they leave from around him? Except for Kyle Korver, who's playing well. Look at it. Look who got traded away. Jay Crowder's playing better. Isaiah Thomas played better. Derrick Rose is even playing better. Dwayne Wade playing better. I mean, why is that? Yes, a little bit falls on LeBron's shoulders, but you got to put the lion's share of that on Tyronn Lue. It's just exact same situation like Doc Rivers with the Clippers when he had Blake, CP3, DeAndre, those guys, JJ Redick. The problem was he had no bench players who could add any value. That comes from coaching. Because why is it that Brad Stevens for the Celtics, why can even Eric Spoelstra with the Heat, why can Greg Popovich, Steve Kerr, all get great production out of bench players and role players, but those guys can't? Why do you think that is? It's coaching. You have to empower these guys to play well. And if you don't, they won't play well because they're role players. You have to teach them how to be good NBA players. That's why Greg Popovich got Jonathan Simmons paid for the Orlando Magic. You got the big dude who went to Atlanta. That's why their players leave and go get paid. Because Greg Popovich knows if I get a decent player in, I can make him good. Devontae Murray can't shoot a lick, turning him into a good Tony Parker replacement. I mean, come on, man. You got to come on in, man. You got to realize that this is Tyronn Lue's issue with a side of LeBron. It's like major and minor in college. Tyronn Lue's the major, LeBron's the minor. And if you change the major, it then affects the minor. You guys do not forget about the Unafraid Show. Make sure you share it with a friend. This is George Reister. Email your comments in unafraidshow@gmail.com. The Unafraid Show website will be up popping. Ooh, I'm so excited. We are going to absolutely demolish it. We got merch. We got everything. Man, I'm not even going to tell you about it. I'm going to show you better than I can tell you. It's going to be amazing. Thank you guys for joining me today. I will catch you guys tomorrow. We will have our consistent time and schedule back, man. We are going to do it. Peace out. Holla at your boy.